What's up, guys? It's Jared here. Got another review for you. I'm sorry this isn't like some really rare, obscure gem. I know people love to like try to, do videos on that stuff, like JonTron and all those people, so they can joke about it and ha 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 and funny funny. But, I just thought this movie was worth mentioning. It wasn't a terrible movie. Then again, I wouldn't say it was the best movie I ever saw, but it was a good movie. It was called Coraline. Coraline is, gosh, that movie's old now. It's like almost 10 years old. I remember when it came out, I actually saw it at the theaters on a date, which did not go so well, but we don't have to get into that. It was very interesting, but yeah, when I saw it at the theater, I was not having a good time, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. More so, I was paying attention to the woman next to me and how she decided to bring her friend and just turn it into one of those stupid little, you know how people do that. They just want to turn a date into some stupid little fucking get together, and they bring their fucking fat friend. But anyways, we don't have to go into that. Uh, and then she got mad at me and she said, "Well, I'm mad because you wanted a relationship." It's like, bitch, you're on a fucking dating site. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. But anyways, where do I go from here? Let's talk more about some bitch I met on a dating site. But anyways, yeah, Coraline. It was a good movie. If I had to rate it, I'd probably get a 7 out of a 10. I'm a sucker for claymation. Number one. It was a claymation. I'm pretty sure it was. Sometimes it's hard to tell because the graphics or visuals have gotten so good in the past, but I'm pretty sure it was claymation. And it reminded me kind of a Paranorman. I remember Paranorman came out a little after this movie did, but it kind of had sort of the same feel. Paranorman was a great movie. I liked it somewhat more than Coraline. I just kind of liked the plot more, I guess. Coraline, it was good, but it's just the whole plot of going into an alternate reality, shit like that. It's just I don't know. I guess I feel like that's been done a lot, maybe, or just the way they did it. I mean, it kind of had that like Alice in Wonderland feel to it. It was kind of cool, and I enjoyed seeing it. The funny thing is, though, like it was almost the same as real life. It was just a few changes here and there. But in this alternate reality, her parents had buttons for eyes, which was very creepy and weird. But it was interesting though, and yeah, it was basically the plot of it is this evil lady who used to live there, like this ghost, created this alternate reality, and I guess she wanted. I'm still not exactly sure why she wanted Coraline. I guess she just wanted to kill the people in the house, maybe, so she could have it to herself. I'm sure that's probably what it was. But yeah, and it was interesting. I mean, the concept was interesting, but again, like that kind of stuff, it's kind of a dime a dozen with stuff like that. And I didn't really see anything that was that, creative or original. But again, I'm a sucker for claymation and that sort of Tim Burton style of movies because it had a very Tim Burton feel to it. Um, what else to say? What else to say? She meets this boy, this neighbor, and he actually is the one who ends up saving her. Sorry for the spoiler alert, guys. It's just I'm not really good with that. I like to talk about the movie. So that was kind of cool how that happened, and they didn't really I don't know, they didn't even have a good relationship. She didn't like the boy, but I guess she liked her or he liked her, and I'm sure they probably, boyfriend, girlfriend, and all that good stuff at the end. But so it's kind of like, a romance, I guess, if you want to call it that at the end. But anyways, what else? What else? What else? It's kind of one of those movies where it's like a life lesson, like be happy with what you have. And, the most important things in life are, love and relationships with your family and your friends and things like that. And so, I can appreciate that in a movie, and I think that's what they were going for. So yeah, because of that, I will give the movie a 7 out of 10. I think it deserves at least a 7. You know, with movies, with me, like I'm pretty generous. Like I'm not gonna give a movie less than a 7 unless I feels like it really deserves that. But with Coraline, it had everything in it. It's just I guess the story wasn't that appealing to me. You know, the visuals were great. You know, the characters were cool. I like the characters and the design, but it just, how do I put it? It's one of those movies where you're not gonna really probably remember it forever. Or if you do remember it 30 years from now, you know, you probably won't remember most of it. But with movies like, I really love Paranorman, and I know that I'll never forget that movie because there was just something about it, you know. Even though there have been other movies, you know, like The Sixth Sense, where a kid can see dead people, the way they illustrated it and the humor, they did an excellent job. I forget who made that movie, who it was made by. I don't remember, but it was the same people who made the Box Trolls, I believe. Wasn't that? Yeah, Box Trolls, and I think one other movie. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, Coraline, good movie. If you haven't seen it, I still recommend you watch it. It's not every day that you find kids movies that are that entertaining for adults. And you know, of course, there was some adult humor in it, but you know, wasn't anything that X-rated or whatever. It was just a fun family movie. But you know, the really what made it something that adults can enjoy, I would say more so is the animation. It was kind of dark, and again, it had that Tim Burton feel to it. So hope you guys enjoyed my review. Coraline, and I believe that came out in 2008, 2009. It's like an 8-year-old movie, roughly, anyways. But yeah, definitely check it out, guys. Peace.